With the singing of O Canada, that means we are moments away from seeing some action here on Elks Field. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Flow Sports as we have an exciting game between the Brooks Bombers and the Sylvan Lake Gulls. This is being played in Brooks as these two teams recently went 2-2 against each other last weekend. We'll see what the action brings both today and tomorrow. The defensive lineup for the Bombers has Bain in center field, Jeffcoats in right, Perry at shortstop, Schmokel in left field, Pinheiro at catcher, Nakano at first base, Munns at second, and Mora at third. The designated hitter is McAllister, and your starting pitcher tonight is Emerson Fleck. You see him warming up on the mounds there as the right-hander is getting ready to go today. The Gulls lineup in order facing off against him is the center fielder Hamill, the designated hitter Shaver, the second baseman Marino, the left fielder Siselski, the right fielder Collins, the first baseman Perry, the third baseman Rittenhouse, the shortstop Graves, and the catcher Sherman. The starting pitcher for the Gulls this evening is going to be McKenzie. We'll see how the action unfolds as it's going to be the left-hander Hamill leading off. Now we'll see if the fans here in Brooks, Alberta come alive for Hamill as he's going to be our beer batter of the afternoon. Just another one of those reasons to come on down to Elks Field for a ball game. Of course, if you want to get some tickets, you could head to tickets.brooksbombers.com or just walk right up here to Elks Field. I'm Curtis Collins, and I'll be joining you on the call this evening. We'll see how Fleck and Pinheiro are able to connect and how in sync they'll be tonight. Of course, looking at the season stats for Emerson Fleck, he is one game pitching and 6 innings. In those 6 innings, he has an ERA of 6, but we'll see if he can lower that number tonight. He's got 4 strikeouts and 5 walks, while allowing 4 earned runs.
Be sure to stop in and see Theron and Downey at 220 7th Street East today. That is Grounded Electric.
Coming up now is Elijah Hamill.
The plate is the Piston Broke beer batter for tonight. Center fielder Elijah Hamill.
We'll see what Hamill could do here. 11 at-bats so far on the season. In those 11 at-bats, he's got 1 hit and, if I'm not mistaken, 1 walk here. As that is Fleck starting off with a ball. We'll see how he recovers here as he gets the sign. And is ready to go here. As the right-hander's pitch, finding the outside part of the plate against the left-handed hitter. We'll see if he could keep finding that spot, of course, here on Elks Field. We've seen lots and lots of pitchers. Lots and lots of pitchers been painting that outside edge. Fleck now ready with the delivery. 1-1, and it's swung on and missed. That's what Fleck is looking for here. Looking to get his day started right. As he looks in, he continues to look in. He gets the sign he likes. He's a little bit of a slower pace here as Fleck now ready to go. The 1-2 pitch just down. No swing out of Hamill there, and that's going to even up our count to apiece. Our first at-bat of the game has found itself into a good one. 2-2, we'll see what Hamill does, how he approaches, facing off against Fleck here. Just missing that outside part of the plate. Thought that was going to be very similar to the first strike he got in his at-bat. Instead, now we got a 3-2 full count. We'll see if Fleck can find that location that he'll need today. This Gulls team has found its way into runs in every single game they've played against us so far this season. As the breaking ball just does not find the plate. Hamill showing off the patience up there and will be rewarded with a walk to start our game. That's his first walk so far this season.
Now center plate is the designated hitter, number 16, that's Shaver.
I'll be honest, did not see that coming, but he finds himself on first and is now a base runner for the best hitter in the Gulls lineup. Shaver so far this season, 6 home runs, 15 RBI, 10 walks to 6 strikeouts. getting on base at a 5.38 clip. Now has a speedy base runner on first. We'll see if he can get some bat on ball here. Fleck, of course, try to shut that down. Really slowing down the pace yet again here and just missing up top. We'll see how Fleck locks in here. After walking the first batter, gotta stay locked in a situation like this. Fleck takes a quick peek at the runner on first, Hamill. As he now gets set with the pitch, and that's gonna hit Shaver. 2 runners on immediately here. Joey Marino now making his way up, the second best hitter on the team if you're going by OBP, and his 39 at-bats. He's reaching base 50% of the time. With 2 base runners on now, Fleck's really going to need to dial in the stuff and get a huge out here. We'll see what the right-hander does. Checking on that runner at 2 before he's set with the throw, finding the strike zone. Beautifully placed. Marino now knows what he's dealing with. We'll see if Fleck can induce some swing and misses in this at-bat. As he checks on that runner on 2. And now with the pitch, the breaking ball, finding that front door, getting it in there and getting himself up 0-2 in this count. That's going to force a little step back here from Marino, leaving the box and taking his time. As Marino looks in, a little bounce on that front foot. As he gets ready with the pitch. Swung on, chopped right back up the middle. Munn's racing over to it. Can't make the play at 2, but will get the out at 1. Marino will advance the base runner, but it will cost him. 2 runners in scoring position with just 1 out. The Gulls have put themselves in a good spot here.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 18, Cooper
Saselski now making his way up. We'll see if he can get started here. He's got 19 at-bats so far this season with just 3 hits. Fleck, he's gotta deliver in the good stuff here. Especially with 2 runners in scoring position, the Gulls trying to jump ahead here. First pitch, not finding the strike zone yet again. That one low and away. Fleck looking in at his catcher Pinheiro here. The wind blowing out harsh to right field. So he'll step off, take a minute here. High pressure situation real early in this game, and now facing a 1-0 count, has to get himself back into it. We'll see what the right-hander for the Bombers can do here. Swung on and missed. He's got himself back in this count, 1-1. We'll see how our battle here ensues. He's got himself in a better looking situation. He's going to have to turn it up just a bit here. Again, 2 runners in scoring position. That's Hamill on 3rd, Shaver on 2nd. Fleck finding the strike zone. Beautifully placed pitch there. 1-2 now. I'll see if he can pick up his second out here. Of course, Saselski's not going to go down without a fight. A little ready-on-ready matchup. Fleck now ready with the pitch. Swung on, and that's hit softly to the second baseman, Munns, who picks it up, glove flip over, and gets him in time. A run will score, but Munns makes up for an almost mistake with a beautiful play there.
Now stepping in late, the right fielder, number 34, Charlie Collins.
Collins now making his way up, the right fielder for the Gulls. First pitch he sees in the zone. That's really good work facing off against number 34 for the Gulls here. Flack almost dings another batter here. That went all the way inside before just breaking towards the plate. It's going to be a ball. Close pitch there. We'll see what Fleck decides to attack with now after missing on the breaking ball. 1-1 count. Pitch finding that top right quadrant. Really nailing the strike zone with that one. Fleck seems to be finding his spot more and more as this game goes on, this inning goes on. 1-2 now with 2 outs on the board. And that's going to do it for the top half of your first inning here. The Bombers down 1, but with a runner on third base, it could have been worse. Getting themselves out of a little bit of a jam there. The Gulls score 1 and leave 1 on base. As we return on Flow Sports, coming up soon. Don't go anywhere. Hello everybody, welcome back to Flow Sports here, finding ourselves in the bottom of the first inning in our game between the Bombers and the Gulls. If you missed it, the Gulls were able to put up 1 after walking a hit by pitch and then some clutch ground outs.
Bombers in the bottom half of the first inning. Center fielder, number 13, Andrew Bain.
Marino with a ground out, that would advance the runners, and then Sisowski with an RBI ground out, both of those to Lucas Munns over at second base. Now coming up to lead off for the Brooks Bombers is the center fielder Bain. First pitch he sees, catching that inside part of the zone. Bain's going to have to adjust that eye now, get used to that inside pitch as McKenzie finding the strike zone early here. Swinging on the second pitch he sees, that one goes straying up. Perry making his way over to it, camped under, and even with the sun in his eyes, makes the grab. First out of the bottom half of your first inning is going to be a pop out to the third baseman. Bain came around, he got those eyes where they needed to be. Just couldn't get that swing.
Number 4, Maverick McAllister.
As McAllister making his way up now, the designated hitter for the team. It's been 340 so far this season and is 53 at bats. He's got 18 hits. Will be taking the first pitch for a strike. McAllister's 18 hits do lead the team with Jeff Coates just behind him. Swinging on the second pitch. That one he's not able to get to. 0-2 now.
My 4 lock in, here you go.
McAllister's going to have to find that swing here. Trying to get the first base runner of the game for the Brooks Bombers. Facing off against the righty McKenzie on the mound for the Gulls. Not getting a big swing and a miss there. 1-2. Maverick staying alive. As McKenzie sees the sign he likes. Gets ready with the windup. Outside again. Good eyes from Maverick McAllister. All the way from 0-2 to 2-2. He's now going to be battling back in. We'll see if he takes this all the way. As McKenzie now ready with the throw. That one outside again, and he will. Full count, 3-2.
Have an eye.
Not getting a swing out of McAllister on a nice pitch there. Swung on, and that's chopped first base side here. McAllister staying alive. That pitch looked good, and McAllister just early on it. He's seeing it well. We'll see if that translates here.
Here you go, Mav.
Pitch makes its way in, and McAllister hits it hard to the first baseman. He'll pick up, flip to his pitcher in McKenzie, and step on first for the second out. As Jeff Coates now making his way up, a power threat on this team. Loves poking those balls out to right field and just watching them fly. We'll see if Jeff Coates can get the offense going for the Brooks Bombers here. Righty on righty matchup here. McKenzie with the first pitch swung on. Jeff Coates just putting that down. Foul ball to start his at bat. Jeff Coates is seeing it. We'll see if that turns into more here. That's going to make it 1-1. We'll see now as McKenzie shaking off 2 pitches in a row now. Set on the mound right with the pitch. Swung on and right by Jeff Coates. That's going to make it a 1-2 count here with 2 outs.
Come on, Dan. Square one up here. Here you go.
Pitch comes in. That one hit hard to the third base. No, that one foul ground. Just right in the line.
Alley.
Got a windy one. You can see on the cam there. It's really going out. And from here, you can see the flags on the foul poles really going towards right field. As that's hit right back up the middle over the head of the second baseman. And that's going to get the offense going. The first base hit of the day is going to be Jeff Coates. This is Gage Perry now making his way up. One of the 3 men on this team tied for first place in home runs.
Number 19, Gage Perry.
We'll see now. Perry with the runner on first. When he can get done with that bat. Coming off a good day yesterday in Lethbridge. And all the Bombers are as they found themselves in an 8-4 victory. First pitch, he's swinging at big. That one, real good pitch there from McKenzie, riding that outside edge. Looks like he's going to go back to it here, facing off against Perry. Pitch comes in, a little too outside this time. Perry doesn't bite. 1-1 now. We'll see now with an even up count what McKenzie brings. A ball in the dirt. Jeff Coates going to stay on first, and that's going to get Perry ahead in this count. Very curious to see what McKenzie goes with here. He's got to respect the pop in the bat of Gage Perry here. That is going to be a strike, no matter if he pulled the bat back 2-2 now. Perry's going to have to get that bat going on anything close as he enters protect mode here. Just catching that inside part of the plate. Perry doesn't like what he sees, and that's going to be it for the first inning here. The Bombers get no runs on one hit, one base runner left on, as our action will resume on Flow Sports right here when we're back at the top of the second.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus 2 weekly shows including the WCBL Report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday, and also the WCBL Game of the Week pregame show leading right up to game time every Thursday night. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
Here we are back in the top of the second inning.
Second inning is the first baseman, number 30, Coleman Perry.
And it's going to be the first baseman, Perry, leading off for the Gulls. Fleck on the mound. We'll see what he can get done out there. As the first pitch chopped, Mora at third base, picking it up, throwing over, and getting the first out on the first pitch of the inning. Beautiful play by Mora, who is taken to third base like a fish in water. He's making it look natural and easy out there. Some beautiful, beautiful plays well in Lethbridge yesterday, and he's keeping it going this evening. Now making his way up is John Boy Rittenhouse. That's a huge strike, finding the inside part of the plate.
Third baseman, number 7, John Boy Rittenhouse.
Rittenhouse got frozen up on that one. We'll see now if Fleck has that confidence. And he does. Beautiful pitch yet again here. 0-2. Going inside, going outside. We'll see now what Fleck decides on in the 0-2. He and Pinheiro on the same page so far. Just inside. A good take there for Rittenhouse. You cannot hate that approach from Fleck. Go to what works and just missing there. He brought the speed with that one yet again. As now the 1-2 pitch making its way in. A huge swing and a miss for a big strikeout. Fleck's found his confidence, you can tell here. First strikeout of the game for Emerson Fleck.
Now center plate is the shortstop, number 12, Tyler Graves.
Come up now, the shortstop for the Gulls, Graves. Yeah, another righty on righty matchup, and then with Sherman on deck, there's only one lefty in the entire order, as that's hit right to Mora at third base. Little bump, little throw, and that's going to be a real quick inning for the Brooks Bombers here. No base runners on, no runs scored, no hits, and just beautiful work from Fleck. When we return, the Bombers' bats will be on display in the bottom of our second inning. Bottom of the second inning here on Flow Sports, FloCollege, and we thank you all for tuning into the action.
Now stepping to the plate for your Bombers, the left fielder, number 7, Colton Schmokel.
Go, Colton, here you go. Go, baby.
Schmokel making his way up, a new addition to the team, his second day with us here, taking the first pitch for a ball up top. Schmokel so far has one walk, and that's it, as he has just one pinch hit appearance, and that was in yesterday's game. And there he goes, a strike call there. Mackenzie finding his way back into the plate. 1-1 now on the board. We know Schmokel has some patience up there, but we'll see what he can do when getting that bat going. Swung on, hit right back up the middle, finding its way to the center fielder. Schmokel leading off the bottom of the second with a huge single here. Bombers look to be keeping that hot streak from yesterday. The bat's really alive tonight.
Now batting, the catcher, number 22, Amir Pinheiro.
As Pinheiro now making his way up, 5 hits in his 19 at-bats. He's been swinging a good bat so far. More importantly, 4 walks, giving him a .417 on-base percentage. Finding the strike zone there is Mackenzie. A beautiful pitch to start us off. Now 0-1, we'll see how Pinheiro reacts, as he will get called for the swing there, making it 0-2. The catcher for the Bombers really going to have to battle back here. 0-2, no outs. Base runner on first. The right-hander Mackenzie with the pitch, swung on and missed, striking out on 3 pitches. Mackenzie had his stuff down for that at-bat.
Now batting, first baseman, number 11, Asahi Nakano.
Nakano now making his way up. His 13 hits, 3rd on the season. He'll take the first pitch he sees. That's a strike there. Finding the outside part of the plate is Mackenzie. Nakano with a .325 average and a .426 on-base percentage. Swinging a hot bat so far as he hits that the other way. The second baseman picks up, throws over to second, getting the lead runner here in what could be a disputed call. Nakano reaching on a fielder's choice.
Now stepping to the plate, the second baseman, number 6, Lucas Munns.
Let's go, Munzie. Let's go, baby.
Lucas Munns coming up now. The first pitch he sees will be a strike. And the switch hitting second baseman for the Brooks Bombers. Trying to get on base, trying to get that back going so far this season. First 2 pitches he sees, both in the strike zone. 0-2 now. Munns has 4 walks in the season so far. Very early on, is trying to heat up here. Outside pitch he takes. 1-2 now with 2 outs. Base runner on, not trying to represent that last out of the bottom half of our second.
Here you go, Sixer. Here you go.
This pitch comes in from Mackenzie. That went down. Wanted to swing at it, but thought better, pulled back.
See that?
Munns working his way back into the count now. 2-2. Facing off against Mackenzie, the right-hander. Mackenzie's pitch just outside. Couldn't get framed up by Sherman. Great fishing there by Munzie. Mackenzie so far this season, 1.2 innings pitched. Hasn't allowed a run yet as he walks Munns to allow a second base runner here. His 5th walk of the season. Munns has been real good showing off those eyes.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 5, Eric Mora.
That's Eric Moore coming up now. Really been showing off his defensive prowess. We'll see what he can do with the bat in his hands. Had some real quality at-bats yesterday on the road in Lethbridge. Let's see if that translates here to Elk Field. First pitch he sees, finding the strike zone. McKenzie's been good for that so far today. Back-to-back first pitch slider, it looks like here. And McKenzie finding the zone with both of them. He's finding himself up in the count, but the Bombers keep on battling back as that one swung on and missed.
Come on, Eric, here you go.
Moore finding himself down 0-2. He's going to need to battle back here.
Barrel one up, bud. Here you go.
Bombers down 1 run, trying to get back into this one. The pitch from McKenzie coming in, just missing the strike zone there. That one makes you hold your breath a little bit, but Mora, he'll get to take that deep breath of relief. As he steps back into the box, ready to go now. So it's on the board, 2 base runners on for the Brooks Bombers here. As the breaking ball finds the strike zone, sitting Mora down. That's going to be no runs for the Bombers through 2 innings. The bats have been hot, but not when they need to be. A big base hit from Schmokel, and that's going to be it for the bomb half of the second. Make sure you don't go anywhere, as all the action lives here on Flow Sports.
Have you ever wondered if there's one thing that connects people from across our province? Something that connects the coffee shop to the spray park, or the brewery to the rodeo, the campground to the sports field. It's pretty amazing when you think about how it's all connected, because it truly is, and it's all we think about, so you don't have to.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
We are back in the top half of the third inning. Fleck remaining on the mound as he had a brilliant top of the second as the first pitch Herman sees. That's going to be hit into center field. That's the opposite of what we were seeing in the top of our second. Watson, well, 2. First pitch
Now
out.
stepping to the plate, leadoff hitter, your piston broke beer batter, center fielder, number 14, Elijah Hamill. If he cannot make it to first base, that'll be $1 off piston broke beer till the end of the inning.
As now Fleck has Hamill to deal with here. Walked him his first time up. The first pitch he's also swinging at. We've seen plenty of aggression so far now from these Sylvan Lake Gulls. And the top of our second, it was both Graves and Perry swinging on the first pitch, grounding out to the third baseman, Eric Mora. As we got a 1-1 count now. That's going to be just down. Ball here, 2-1. Fleck trying to get back into this at bat. Hamill, again, so far this season hasn't been the hottest hitter in the world, but they're trusting their left-hander to lead off. That one gets him swinging right back into this count, evened up at 2 apiece. Hamill didn't know what he wanted to do on that one and Fleck made him make a decision. We got 2-2 now. Runner on first base, or Fleck to deal with. As he's ready with the pitch, that one swung on and out.
And with that strikeout, that's $1 off beer at the West Hess watering hole. Piston Broke Brewing, $1 off beer till the end of the inning. Now setting the plate, the designated hitter, number 16, Maddox Shaver.
And that's more of what we saw from Fleck in the top of the second inning. Really making good work of Hamill. Finding himself down in the count, it did not matter. 1 out now on the board. As Fleck still has that runner to deal with on first. But he seems to be uber locked in here. Last time he saw Shaver, he plunked him in the back. We'll see how he recovers here. It's Fleck now ready with the first pitch of the at-bat. That one off the inside of the bat. Munn's making an easy grab, and that's going to be the second out of the top of our third inning as Fleck had another 1 pitch, 1 out, type at bat. We'll see how many of those he gets today.
Number 21, Joey Marino.
As Marino now making his way up, a ground out to Munns at second. We'll see how Fleck attacks him this time. Second round through the order for the Gulls as first pitch inside to the right-handed Bat Marino. As Fleck looks in, checks on the runner at first. Ready to go. And finding the strike zone. Catching that top part of the zone. It's been a great location for Fleck so far. Sun really coming out, and it will be shining in the direction of right field. That's going to be something for both Munns, Nakano, and Jeffcoats to deal with. As Fleck, right with the pitch, just not finding the zone on the breaking ball, making that 2-1.
It's a great pitch.
That's as close as it gets without being called a strike here. Marino showing off those eyes as he gets himself ahead in the count. Fleck just couldn't find the bottom part of the strike zone this time either. 3-1 now on a close pitch, 2 in a row. Fleck really painting those edges. Just not getting them quite in there. As the 3-1 pitch now making its way in. That one swung on, chopped to the foul side, third. 2 outs on the board and a full count. Fleck has put himself in a position to get out of this. Has allowed the 1 base hit, but that's about all as the runner breaking that one hit to the shortstop. Perry will pick up, throw over, and get them out of the inning. Not quite 1, 2, 3, but Fleck has still been making it look good. That's going to do it here.
For the Gulls, the top half of the third inning, no runs on 1 hit. Turnover, errors, and 1 runner left on base. plate for your Bombers, center fielder, number 13, Andrew Bain.
Bottom of our third inning here. Bain making his way up for the Brooks Bombers here, the leadoff batter in our game. Now the Bombers making their way around the order for a second time. A little ready-on-ready matchup here with McAllister, the lefty, waiting on deck. Bain not getting to that first pitch. We'll see how he recovers here. That one outside. Bain keeping that bat on his shoulder, showing off the vision. We'll see now. Mackenzie having to deal with that right combo. At the Brooks Bombers have to start our game off. Bain in one of his first times in leadoff position hits that hard to the shortstop, who will pick up, throw over, and make it. Really nice throw from Graves there.
Now, center plate, designated hitter, number 4, Maverick McAllister.
As Maverick McAllister now coming up, we'll see if he could get the offense going. It's been the second half of the lineup so far for the Bombers, trying to get their big dogs to eat here.
Go Maverick, here you go.
That middle infield really open as he hits that hard to right field, but not enough juice on it. Into the glove of the right fielder Collins, and that's going to be the second out of the bottom of our third. With fly balls here at Elks Field, you never know. It's a chance to hold your breath and hope. That one just not enough.
Now, stepping in late, the right fielder, number 1, Dalen Jeffcoats.
As Jeffcoats making his way up now. Single his last time up. He's had the bat going pretty much all season here. We'll see what he can do today. His first pitch is a ball inside. Jeffcoats has a real long swing that's very good for hitting balls hard to right field. As he wanted to go on that one, it was in his power alley. We'll see how he adjusts now. 1-1 count. It's either guy's game here. Mackenzie ready with the pitch. Swung on and missed. Jeffcoats wants it. You can tell he's got a real aggressive approach here at the plate.
Go, Dad.
As he steps back in after taking his time, a 1-2 count. He's going to have to play a little bit more protect mode here. Swung on and hit hard to left field. That's going to be another single for Jeffcoats today, as he's got a little hot streak going here. 2 base hits in a row for a man that knows how to mash.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 19, Gage Perry.
Gage Perry now making his way up. Talking about guys that know how to mash. We'll see if he can get that bat to come around and really connect with the ball here. First pitch swung on, hit high in the air to left field, but a little too high, as coming in on it and making the grab is the left fielder Siselski, and that's going to do it for the bottom of our third inning. Perry couldn't quite get the power how he wanted to on that one, as that's going to be 3 straight scoreless frames for the Brooks Bombers.
Yo, that's the one. You going?
Yes.
Can I join you guys? All right, let's go.
Whether it's on the ice or on our app, always play for the fun of the game. Gamble responsibly with Play Alberta.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and and your strongest advocates. With 15 locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
Give you a Master Guard Dream Pillow courtesy of The Brick in Brooks. 6390297.
Back again in our fourth inning on Flow Sports. Fleck on the mound, getting a big first pitch swing. That one well out of play on the right.
For the Gulls, left fielder number 18, Cooper Siselsky.
Siselsky, the man who ended the bottom of the third here, now taking his hacks, the right-handed bat, the frequent right-handers here, as that's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike to start us off here. Fouling off the first pitch and then taking the second. Siselsky showing off the patience he has here as another foul ball. Fleck's got himself in a good spot now, 1-2. Siselsky with an aggressive approach here. He's going to have to play protect mode now. We'll see what's in store here. Fleck ready to go. Swung on, out of play. Another foul ball. That one coming up over the grandstands here. Straight back.
Fans, make sure you return that to the SS watering hole for your chance for a Bounders Buck. And get entered in for a prize at the end of the season.
Count stays at 1-2 here. So we'll see what Fleck can do with the pitch well outside. That's going to get the count to 2-2 here. Fleck has another pitch to work with. Could not induce that swing and a miss. As Fleck looks in, Pinheiro and him have been on the same page so far. I haven't seen many shakeoffs from Fleck yet, as he's now ready with the pitch. The windup swung on and missed. A beautiful way to get your first out of the inning. Siselsky, after getting an RBI on a ground out, not able to get the bat on the ball. As Collins now making his way up, a big strikeout for Fleck the first time he saw him. We'll see if Fleck has more of that on tap. Fleck ready on the mound as he enters the windup. No swing is going to start us off 1-0 here. Collins able to get that wrist strength and pull that bat back. Fleck trying to get back in this count, just a little overcooked with that one. Perhaps gripping the ball too tight as he's really trying to get himself over here. Now finding himself down 0-2. We might see some fireworks on this pitch. Fleck has a good defense behind him. So that swung on and missed. Could not get to it as Fleck showing off the stuff in his repertoire. It's one of those ones that unless he really misses, you know you're going to get a big swing, and Fleck able to come alive out of that one. We'll see now the 2-1. Swung on, and that's straight back. A foul ball here will make this a 2-2 count. We'll see now as Fleck looks in, immediately sees the sign he likes. Ready now with the pitch. That's just up out of the zone, making this a full count now as Fleck's seen both ends of the pitching spectrum here. A couple at-bats finishing real quick, and now a couple at-bats that are taking him all the way to a full count. We'll see how he and Pinheiro decide to approach this one here. The 3-2 pitch on its way. That's inside. That's going to be a base runner on first as That will be his second walk of the game, not walking anyone since the leadoff batter.
Now batting first baseman, number 30, Coleman Perry.
Perry coming up now, the first baseman for the Gulls. Another one of those situations where you want Fleck to be able to trust that defense behind him. They've given him no reason not to so far this season. First pitch makes its way in there. The breaking ball. Beautiful. We'll see if he has that more here in this at bat. On 1 out. Wind up the delivery, all perfect as that one is fouled straight back. Coming to collect it here, Gulls player. That's number 7, Rittenhouse. It's Fleck with a couple shakes now. It looks like he didn't like 2 pitches he saw. As gives the nod, gets Ray with the windup, runner going, Pinheiro throwing, not in time. Fleck also not able to get the strike zone with that one, making it a 1-2 count. Fleck's still in a good spot in this battle, except that he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with now. Stolen base for Collins. The speed threat out there. We already seen him make some plays out in right field. As that swung on, hit into the outfield. Schmokel coming over on it. The stop sign is on. It's going to be a big single tick to get base runners on the corners.
Now batting third baseman, number 7, John Boy Rittenhouse.
As the right-handed Rittenhouse now making his way up to face off against Fleck. A runner on third base and 1 out. Fleck's going to need to bring some of his best here. First pitch of the at-bat, finding the strike zone. Beautiful location there from Emerson Fleck. As we'll see now, Fleck right with the pitch, finding the strike zone again. 0-2 with 1 out. This is exactly what Fleck needed. He can't play around now. Again, just 1 out. And the base runner on third. He's going to have to give his best. Shaking off Pinheiro once, twice, as he's now ready. Finding the strike zone, getting the strikeout on 3 pitches in a row. Beautiful stuff there as Rittenhouse striking out yet again in this one. Fleck has reason to feel confident now, especially after the second and third. We'll see if he can keep this hot streak going. Now the runner on third matters all that much less. Facing off against the shortstop, Graves. Just needs to get out anywhere here. Forces at second and first. Fleck checking on that runner at first. Ready now with the pitch. Not able to find the strike zone as the runner goes. A sneaky stolen base.
Gotta let her go.
Not sure if Pinheiro didn't see it or just elected not to throw and trusting his pitcher now to pick up that last out. Now just a force out at first as another pitch outside. 2-0. We'll see if that gets in the head of Fleck here as now 2-0 and 2 runners in scoring position. It's clutch time here. Fleck finding the strike zone. Graves knew it, wanted to swing, pulled it back, and it didn't matter anyways. Now 2-1. As we'll see now how Pinheiro and Fleck decide to approach this. 2-1. 2 outs on the board. Graves swinging and missing. He decides to attack inside again, showing off the heat that time. That's what we know Fleck for. Some good fastballs there. He's just got to trust it, and that time he does. 2-2, 2 outs. He sees the sign he likes. Fleck with the wind up the pitch. Now just outside. Did not induce a swing and a miss there out of Graves, and we've got ourselves a full count.
All you Emerson, here you go.
First base is open, but we all know that Fleck doesn't want to give it up. Graves versus Fleck, the righty-on-righty matchup, coming up to our clutchest pitches of the early goings of this game. And that one is inside. Fleck not happy with himself on that one, as he'll walk Graves to load the bases here. Pinheiro coming out to the mound to have a quick discussion with his pitcher. Already with 2 strikeouts in this top half of the fourth.
If you haven't seen the cellar, don't worry. You can get them right at your seat and on your phone at bombers5050.com. 5050 is proudly sponsored by Cooley Coach Lines, the official charter of your Brooks Bombers.
Trying to protect that 1-0 lead here.
Now batting for the Gulls, the catcher, number 17, Reese Sherman.
As Reese Sherman making his way up, a big single his last time up. Maybe a reason for Pinheiro to come out and talk with Fleck. He's got to have a good plan here, especially with the bases loaded. And that first pitch not finding the strike zone. That's a tough one for Fleck here. A pitch that has looked like a strike all night. The umpire seen it different. Of course, he's got the best view in the house as Sherman now finding himself up 1-0 as that is skied up. Pinheiro giving chase, but it is well out of play. 1-1 now, our count. Fleck continuing to battle here. Last time up, Sherman did pounce on him real quick. This time finding themselves in a battle as Fleck checks off Pinheiro once. Now sees what he likes and rearing, ready to go. Just down yet again here. Some tough pitches for Fleck to not find strikes on. We'll see how he recovers here. 2-1, 2 outs, and the base is loaded. Pitch comes in, that one fouled straight down. Pinheiro taking it off the area that no man wants to take a ball off of. He is doubled over in pain here, and it just is not a good area to get hit with the ball.
Well, we have a break in the action around the WCBL.
He goes down on a knee here.
Brought to you by TNA Auto Glass and Detailing.
Not something that you ever want to see on a baseball field when your player's doubled over.
Have a 10-3 lead over the Mavericks in the bottom of the third. In the top of the fourth, the visiting Weyburn Beavers and the Saskatoon Berries are all knotted up at 5 at the next gen catch at Cairns Field. At Siemens Stadium in the top of the third, the Lethbridge Bulls and the Okotoks Dogs are tied up at 3 apiece. And in the bottom of the third, at Curry Field in Regina, the Red Sox hold a 4-3 lead over the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Our scores from around the WCBL are brought to you by TNA Auto Glass and Detailing. Also, fans, we need a blue ticket. Looking for a blue ticket. 6390246. 6390246. You have won yourself a MasterGuard Dream Pillow, courtesy of today's game day sponsor, the Brick in Brooks. Thank you for supporting Bombers baseball.
Got some ice in that.
We see Simmons coming out, the other catcher for this team, delivering a water bottle here to Pinheiro. Still reacting here. Seems like he's in pain, but it looks like he is. Looks like he's staying in. It looks like he's ready to go. A tough guy, that backstop. Amir Pinheiro ready to go as we're going to get ready with our 2-2 count. As I saw earlier in the bullpen for the Bombers, they did have someone warming up. I couldn't quite see a number there.
246. Blue ticket for your MasterCard pillow.
We'll see now, top of our fourth. To remind you, bases loaded, 2 outs in a 2-2 count. After a little bit of downtime, we'll see how the battle between Sherman and Fleck will end. Swung on and fouled hard down the third base line. That one's going to end up foul. Count remains 2-2 as we still have quite the battle here. Fans coming alive at Elks Field. Cheering on their starting pitcher for the Bombers. As Fleck looks in, sees what he wants for this righty-on-righty matchup. 2-2 on the board. Ready now with the pitch. Has no swing and does not find the strike zone. It's going to fill the count here. The last thing Fleck wants is to walk in a run and have the Bombers go down 2-0. Right back to the 2 strikes, 2 outs. Claps coming from the crowd as Fleck shakes off the first pitch he sees and looks like he gives another shake here. Finds what he wants. And is now ready. Set with the wind up. Swing on. That's going to be more picking it up and touching third. The Bombers escape the bases loaded situation, allowing no runs as Fleck goes 3 in a row. Scoreless frames here on Flow Sports. The Bombers bats coming back in the bottom of the fourth. We'll see the action that they get going right here on Flow Sports.
For the Gulls, top half of the fourth inning, no runs on 1 hit. There were no bummers and 3 runners left on base. Today's game, once leading us off in the bottom half of the fourth inning for the Bombers is going to be the left fielder, number 7, Colton Schmoko.
Colton, here you go.
Schmokel making his way up. A single, his first hit of the season, his last time up. Right-handed bat with 1 walk, 1 hit so far. We'll see what he could do now.
Yeah, see you, here you go.
Mackenzie on the mound still for the Gulls here in the bottom half of our fourth inning. A little righty-on-righty matchup to kick us off. 2 really nice pitches there from Mackenzie. Schmokel's going to have to adjust here and really focus in with an 0-2 count. down in the dirt, and he will take that all day. The bat never leaving his shoulders. He's got confidence up there. Number 7 for the Brooks Bombers. Again, if you've been watching Bombers games all season, Schmokel might be a new name for you, just joining us 2 days ago. Already proving to be a big part of this team. Now finding himself in an evened up count. He'll take a minute to step out of the box and reset, gather himself. Ready now for the pitch from McKenzie. And that is going to put him away. A strike 3, just catching the outside part of the plate. And you can tell Schmokel does not like that call as he walks back to the dugout here. McKenzie's had the stuff tonight. A pitcher that's only had... the pitcher, McKenzie's only had 1 2/3 innings so far this season, but he's really had it tonight. 3 scoreless frames hang into this bottom of the 4th. As that swung on, hit high in the sky, that ball continued to carry, and from the ground on the board, that's going to be a huge home run from Amir Pinheiro. We got a tie game on our hands now as Amir Pinheiro decides that this is his game now.
Now, stepping to the plate is the first baseman, number 11, Asahi Nakano.
As Nakano now coming up with 1 out and a tie ball game now. First pitch EC is off the ground. The shortstop Graves racing in and making the throw. It's going to get real quick. 6-3 ground out there. First pitch he sees. As the switch hitting Mun's now up, looking to get that back going. He will take the first pitch he sees, and that's going to be a... He got it ready now, as that is another pitch taken. Mun's has really been showing off the patience all season long, and today's no exception. Up in the count now, 2-0. Of course, Mun's his last time up with a big walk. We'll see if he can generate something like that again. Outside yet again, 3-0. Mun's with 5 walks. Looking for number 6 on the season. McKenzie with the pitch well outside. And Mun's with the back-to-back base on balls. 6 walks now on the season for Munz. Comparing that to the rest of the squad. Yeah, after that walk there, he's found himself tied for first on the team with walks this season. He's got quite the vision at the plate. Now 2 outs, a speedy base runner on. Now up is Mora with 2 outs on the board. He's got to get that bat going. So far in this game, a strikeout for the right-handed bat. Mun's dancing over at first, trying to get into the head of McKenzie, and now with a missed pitch, that makes this 1-1. 1-1 as Munz continues to dance over at first. That now makes this 2-1. We'll see what Munz decides to do here. That 2-1, he keeps taking aggressive leads, and that time it did not work, and getting in the head of McKenzie. Mora now finds himself in a 2-2 count.
barrel, Eric. Here you go.
I'll see if he could tap into what he found in Lethbridge last night, as he'll watch another one fly outside. Maybe he won't have to, as after walking months, Mora now's got 3 balls here. Mackenzie feeling the pressure. He and Sherman on the same page, though, giving him the nod. Ready now with the pitch, swung on and missed. That's going to do it here for the bottom of the 4th. 1 run scores, 1 runner left on. That was Pinheiro with a massive 1-run shot.
The 4th inning, 1 run on 1 hit.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus 2 weekly shows including the WCBL Report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday, and also the WCBL Game of the Week pregame show leading right up to game time every Thursday night. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today. Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus 2 weekly shows including the WCBL Report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday, and also the WCBL Game of the Week pregame show leading right up to game time every Thursday night. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
Go 364. Blue ticket 6390364.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back here to Flow Sports.
Your piston broke beer batter, the center fielder, number 14, Elijah Hamill.
As Bozak now on the mound for the Bombers, gets the first pitch swinging. Munns picks it up, throwing over to first, and that's a very quick out here. The Gulls so far today, very aggressive with their swings.
Where piston broke beer is going to be $1 off until the end of the inning.
And that's no exemption there. Hamill finding himself a strikeout and a ground out twice in a row, as Bozak getting a quick one here in his pitching appearance. As the Bombers bullpen seeing some action yet again here. That's staying active. They've been seeing a lot of just 1 inning so far for their guys, trying to keep those arms fresh and stay in these games. Just missing outside is Bozak, as he's finding himself in a natural at bat here. Finding the zone here, not able to with another pitch in a row, 2-1. Bozak not finding that first pitch swing like he did with Hamill. Can't find the strike zone yet again, and not getting that call from the umpire. Pinheiro really putting a frame job on that one. Just not able to convince the umpire otherwise here. 3-1 now. The right-hander with the pitch. Swung on, hit way up into the sky. Out of play on the first base side. It's not going to have a full count here. The second batter that Bozak's faced off against is taking him deep in the count. As our ready on ready matchup now with the full count. Pitch comes in. That one swung on, hit way in the sky to right center. Bozak calling off Bain. And that's going to be Jeff Coates making the catch there. Bozak getting the pop fly for his second out here. He's looking to make quick work.
Now center plate, second baseman, number 21, Joey Marino.
As now Bozak facing off against Shaver, the first pitch. Sorry, that's Marino, the first pitch. Skied up in the sky, Bain rushing in and making the diving grab. A tip of the cap to Bain from a Pinheiro. Bozak and the rest of the infield. That's going to get the Bombers out of the top of the fifth, keeping this game 1-1. Don't go anywhere as the bat's coming back for the Bombers, and already with one bomb today, the heat is rising. So don't go anywhere. Hello, everyone. That's Bain coming up now for the Brooks Bombers in the bottom of our fifth inning. A 1-1 tie game after Amir Pinheiro decided to send the ball into space.
13, Andrew Bain.
As we have new pitcher on the mound for the Gulls here, both teams replacing their starters after 4. Coming in now is George Hobbins, 6.2 innings so far this season at 2.7 ERA. We'll see now the leadoff batter for our game, Bain, coming right back up again. As Hobbins' first pitch, well outside the zone. That's going to start Bain up in the count. Bain looking to get started today so far. Pop out to third and a ground out to short. The bat's been swinging. He's just not finding that green. We'll see if he can generate something here. The Bombers looking for a rally. It's not just finding the outside part of the strike zone. Hobbins getting the call here.
Let's go.
This umpire coming out and warning our press box here. 1-1. Swung on and just off the top of the mesh here. Powerful swing. Payne just could not get over it enough. We'll see now. 1-2. He finds himself down. As Hobbins with 1-2 pitch. Swung on by Bain. That's chopped hard off the ground, and that's going to be foul. Keeping Bain alive and keeping our count the same. 1-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. Bain stepping back in after taking a minute to regroup, stepping out of the box. Ready to go here against Hobbins. Pitch flying well up and out, making this a 2-2 count as Bain continues this battle here.
Andrew, here you go.
We'll see now. Hobbins with the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled down. That's going to keep Bain alive yet again, working himself a long at-bat here. Of course, Hobbins coming into the game. This is his first at-bat he's seen, and Bain already making him work. It's now Hobbins 2-2 yet again. Swung on and missed. Hobbins getting a big strikeout there. As now McAllister making his way up.
Now batting, designated hitter, number 4, Maverick McAllister.
We'll see what the DH for the Bombers can do here. Trying to get the first 2 batters going. We'll see now what he's got in store. We'll see now a righty on lefty matchup, how Hobbins handles it. First pitch swinging. McAllister couldn't get to it.
He just needs to focus on his job down there.
0-1 here with 1 out now. Hobbins not finding the strikes on there. Close one as Maverick McAllister using that patience of his. Not going on that one. McAllister only with 1 walk so far this season. He likes swinging that bat, and we see it again there. Hit sharply to the second baseman, who picks up and throws over the Marino. Marino to Perry connection. It works out for him. First 2 batters for the Bombers in this one. Now 0 for 6 on the day.
Now, stepping to the plate is the right fielder, number 1, Dalen Jeffcoat.
But coming up now is Jeff Coates. He's got 2 singles to start his day off, trying to stay hot in this one. He was Sam McKenzie well. Now he's going to have to do the same against Hobbins. The right-hander for the Sylvan Lake Gulls, finding 2 quick outs. But not finding the strike zone with that pitch. 1 ball, no strikes here. Sun still shining, but continues to be in the eyes of anyone to the right side. As that's going to be a pitch taken by Jeff Coates there. Still waiting to see it from Hobbins. 1-1 with 2 outs on the board. Jeff Coates trying not to represent the last out here. Hobbins now with the wind up. Swung on by Jeff Coates. Just could not get to it. 1-2 now. Hobbins left that pitch down and trusted Jeff Coates to go chase, and he did just that. Hobbins versus Jeff Coates. Jeff Coates going to have to change up that strategy just a little bit here as the pitch comes in. Swung on, hit to the second baseman, Marino yet again here. Picks up to Perry, and that is going to be a third out here. That throw taking Perry just a little bit off the bag. Jeff Coates avoiding a collision there as the bottom of our fifth inning over. We'll see you in the top of the sixth in a tie game. Romero out now to pitch for the Brooks Bombers, as we're seeing our matchup here between Soselski and Romero. Two righties facing off here in the top of our sixth inning on Flow Sports. Romero not finding the strike zone with his first two pitches there.
For the Bombers, number 25, Raul Romero.
So that's going to bring Steve Gomez, the pitching coach for the team, out for a mound visit. Two pitches, two balls, and already warrants a mound visit here. Now Romero's a guy that throws hard, just has to get that control down.
We're looking for 6'3", 90281. 6'3", 90281. You win yourself a MasterGuard pillow, courtesy of today's game day sponsor, the Brick and Brooks.
Go, Raul, here you go.
As we'll see if the mound visit works out here for Raul Romero. Just couldn't find the strike zone yet again here, 3-0. Trying to get back into the count now, 3-0, finding the strike zone. Will get me over pitch, makes this a 3-1 now. We'll see how they battle now. Soselski so far today, RBI ground out and a strikeout. And now finding himself in a full count, 3-2 now. Romero working all the way back now.
Go, Raul, here you go, baby.
I hate how they just throw the balls to the dugout. Just keep them for your next at bat.
The pitcher from Brisbane, Australia. Finding another good pitch. That one just continues flying out of play off the roof of the gift store here for the Brooks Bombers.
And a chance to get entered in to a special prize at the end of the season.
As our ready on ready matchup continues now, full count 3-2. Romero ready with the pitch, swung on and hit towards right field, and the wind just keeps on blowing it foul. Romero staying alive now, facing off against Saselski, the left fielder here. He's got speed. Romero does not want him on base. As Saselski ready, Romero gives the nod. As that one's hit up the middle over the head of Munns, the second baseman, as that's going to be a looping single for Saselski.
Single by Saselski will bring up the right fielder, number 34, Charlie Collins.
Coming up now is Collins, the right fielder. Back-to-back speed threats in the lineup here for the Gulls. Romero especially not trying to have this guy come on. As he now looks in and checks on that runner on first, doesn't want him going anywhere. Really long look now with the pitch, finding the strike zone, beautifully placed by Romero. Throw over to first, and Kano ready for it, and not a large enough lead for that to really be close. Saselski getting back to the bag real quick there. As Romero focusing back in on the plate, the pitch just outside. It's going to make this 1-1 here. Another pickoff move here. Kano trying to apply that tag, but Saselski showing off the agility over on the base paths. Gets back in plenty of time. 1-1 our count in a 1-1 ball game.
Go in there.
Romero looking for his first out here. Swung on and missed. Beautiful by Romero. Needs a little bit more of that here, and he'll have himself a nice inning of work. As Romero with 2 strikes throwing another pickoff move there. Just as many pickoff moves as we've seen pitches in this at-bat. Now getting ready with the 1-2. He gets the sign he likes, enters the windup. That one in the dirt, not finding his spot like he wanted it. Pinheiro picking up that ball quick and making sure that base runner doesn't go nowhere. Now 2-2 count with runner on first. We'll see how Romero decides to handle it. He's ready now with the pitch. That one well outside, just not getting the call he needed. 3-2. Spare now, dealing with the full count. Ray with the pitch. That one swung on, hit hard out towards the dugout of the Sylvan Lake Gulls. No one any worse for wear as we're ready to go yet again here. Romero again looking for his first out of the pitching appearance. Swung on, hit to Perry at short. He'll pick that up to Munns, throwing over to first, but not in time for the double play. Collins reaching on the fielder's choice. the Gulls keep a base runner on, but get one out in the process. We'll see now how Romero decides to attack here, facing off against Perry.
Batting first baseman, number 30, Coleman Perry.
First pitch swinging, and that's up over the grandstand here.
Alberta, foul ball.
Romero now starting himself up in the count 0-1, just what he needed here. Just overcooking that pitch there, not able to get that location like he wants. 1-1 now as the ball sailing outside. One, a peg-off move attempted here, and not really close there. Collins making it back rather easy, staying on his feet. Just trying to dissuade him from taking that second base bag. Again, he's been a speed threat. We've seen it out on the defensive side. As Raul Romero, a beautiful pitch there. 1-2 now. The breaking ball making its way in. That one freezing up Perry completely. As Romero now trying to get that put-away pitch down. Shaking off the first he sees, and now gets what he likes. Using pace now, slowing it down. Swung on, hit high to left field. Taking Schmokel back and camped under for the grab. It's going to be the second out here on a pop fly to the left fielder. A lot of fly balls today have been really high, just not very far in this one. As 44 coming up now to pinch hit. Rittenhouse coming out of the game.
Now batting for the Gulls, pinch hitter number 44, Michael Quick.
That's going to be Michael Quick. We've seen him play the outfield. I'm very curious to see where he slots in for the bottom half of the inning here, as that is going to warrant a pitching change. Coming up now is Rafa Echeverria. The Bombers want that lefty-on-lefty matchup, but I don't blame them one bit. Romero getting two big outs, allowing a base runner, but getting himself out of some tough situations here. We'll see what Echeverria has when we come back on Flow Sports. Don't go anywhere. Top of the sixth. We'll resume.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With 15 locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
Turning to our game here, quick, the left-handed bat coming into the game to pinch hit. And we have Echeverria coming into the game to pitch. A lefty-on-lefty matchup with 2 outs on the board. First pitch, the runner going. Pinero's throw into center field. 0-1 now. Gets a big strike call. As a runner on second base with 2 outs, Echeverria has to focus on the task at hand now and not let the runner in scoring position get into his head. Ready now with the throw. That one off the inside of the bat. Perry camps under and makes the grab to end the top of the 6th. Quick appearance for Rafa Echeverria. We'll see if he comes back now for the top of the 7th as we have a tie ball game on our hands.
Now batting for your Bombers, shortstop, number 19, Gage Berry.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the bottom of our 6th inning.
Number 5, Elias Duncan.
Elias Duncan now playing third base for the Gulls as Gage Perry will be your leadoff bat here. It's the first pitch that Perry sees will be a ball here. We'll see if he can continue showing off the vision. Facing off against George Hobbins yet again, coming out for another inning. Our ready-on-ready matchup to start the bottom of the 6th. Huge swing and a miss there. Perry just could not get the bat on it. Finding the strike zone there is Hobbins with a breaking ball. That one making its way down into the zone. Perry frozen up on it. 1 and 2 here. Hobbins with a shake off of Sherman. As Perry did not go, pulls that bat back. Find ourselves in a 2-2. Perry ready for the 2-2 pitch. Hobbins again into his windup. Swung on, hit a mile into the sky. Most fly balls today have had that same thing here. A pop out to center. Seen so many fly balls today, but none of them really having the threat of a home run other than Omir Pineros. We have seen one ball get hit to the warning track in what it was, center right field, but that's been it so far for real deep fly balls. We'll see now what Colton Schmokel can do. If he could get the power going for the Bombers other than just Pinheiro. He's already found himself on base once with a big single. We'll see what he can do now. Righty on righty matchup. Hobbins ready with the pitch. Up out of the zone. Schmogel shakes his head at it as he knows what he wants to see. Second pitch of the at-bat. That one's going to fly out of the zone 2-0 here. Schmolkel continues to work these counts and use those eyes. Strikeout his last time up on a close pitch. I remember distinctly him shaking his head going back to the dugout. Swung on and just fouled back. Schmolkel almost getting on that one. Would have been some danger had he got the bat around. Now finds himself in a 2-1 count with one out here. As Hobbins ready now with the 2-1 pitch. Outside as Schmokel's worked himself into a hitter's count. 3-1 here. We'll see now. Schmokel's got to be ready for a strike here. Let's see, he wants to get on base for a second time today. As that one's well up top. But let's see, Tomahawk chopped it. No swing out of him, no fear of him swinging out of his shoes for it as he finds himself on first base now. We'll see if Schmokel can show off some of that speed that we know he's capable of. As Pinheiro making his way up, he's already shown off the power in his bat. We'll see if he can do it again. First pitch just out of the zone. Pinheiro showing off that vision. The catcher for the Bombers this evening. You'd hope he has a good sense of the zone. He and every pitcher that he's been with has really been on the same page so far. Swinging at a pitch well inside. That one goes off the bat and protects his hands there. Close to even hitting him. Now 1-1. Of course, Pinheiro is a guy you trust swinging that bat. We've already seen it once with a runner on, a chance to blow this game open as he'll take that one up out of the zone. 2-1 here. Bottom of the sixth inning, and the Bombers lead in hits 4-3 in our tied ball game. Mir Pinheiro up in the count, 2-1. As Pinheiro will leave that up and in. 3-1 now. He's worked his way into a great count just as Schmokel had earlier. Again, another one of those ones where you got to be ready for a pitch to hit. Pinheiro has to be in attack mode as the pitch comes in, and it hits him. Hobbins losing a little bit of his location for the last two pitchers in a row. It's going to be a hit by pitch on Pinheiro here. It's going to bring out Sherman for a mound visit with his pitcher here.
Ladies and gentlemen, before the 50-50 closes, the jackpot is now $770.
There is movement going on in the bullpen for the Sylvan Lake Gulls. Our mound visit will not warrant a pitching change, but will bring the coach of the squad out. So we see some guys stretching out in the bullpen. Of course, Echeverria only had to really throw a couple pitches, if that, to get out of the bottom, the top of our fifth inning. I have to assume that Echeverria will find himself back in for the seventh. This will most likely be it for Hobbins here.
Okotoks Dogs 13, Lethbridge Bulls 5 in the bottom of the fourth. And the Moose Jaw Miller Express have taken a 5-4 lead over the Regina Red Sox, bottom 6.
Two base runners on. Asahi Nakano.
Asahi Nakano.
Nakano has been swinging a good bat all season long. Not been able to get the pop that he wants, but has absolutely been making it work. Now 1 ball, no strikes. Hobbins trying to get himself into this. Nakano tied for the lead in this team for walks. As he swings at that one just off the end of the bat, it's going to be 1-1 as the ball goes straight back. 6 walks to 7 strikeouts so far. Nakano has reached today on a fielder's choice and grounded out to the shortstop. Trying to raise his .325 average. Swung on, hit into the outfield here. Coming in on it is the center fielder, and that is going to drop, loading the bases here. Schwokel could not tell if that was going to drop or get caught. He's getting the break on the third base bag, as now we have a loaded base. It's going to be Munns now making his way up.
Now, stepping to the plate is the second baseman, number 6, Lucas Munns.
Lucas Munns with a home run already this season. He's shown that he's got power in that bat, and he was batting from the left side in Okotoks when he smashed the foul pole. We'll see now what he can do again from that left side, the switch hitting second baseman for the Brooks Bombers. The infield is in as the first pitch inside. The infield's in, and we'll see what that means for both Hobbins and his approach here pitching, and for what Munns is able to do with that bat in his hands. 4 hits so far this season. One of them was a long fly, as that one catching the upper right part of the zone. Great pitch from Hobbins to even up the count 1 apiece. Sides down and away. Munns not letting that bat leave his shoulder. 2-1 now. Of course, 1 out on the board and bases loaded here in the bottom of our 6th. It's clutch time for the Bombers. Hobbins ready with the pitch. Swung on and missed by Munns. It's going to make it 2-2. Really swinging for power on that one. The bat speed really high. He's just got to get the eyes to adjust with it. Munns has to protect that zone just that little bit more now. 2-2. Pitch making its way up top, out of the zone, full count. Munns already with 2 walks today. If he's able to get another one here, the Bombers take the lead. We'll see what Hobbins delivers. And a highly competitive at-bat now and a highly competitive baseball game. Hobbins looking in. Gets the sign, no shake. He and Sherman on the same page as Hobbins with the windup. Munns with the swing and just couldn't get the bat on it. It's going to be the second out. As the Bombers now down to their 9-hole hitter, Mora. 2 strikeouts today, trying to reverse his fortune. We'll see what Mora can do. So we got ourselves a righty-righty matchup here. Actually seeing Hobbins step off and take a minute to reset, see the signs yet again. Mora's going to have to get some bat on ball here, 2 outs. That, or he just has to watch a couple balls sail outside just like that. 1-0 now. One ball, no strikes. Hobbins trying to get back into the count. Finding the strike zone, hitting that top right part of it, absolutely painting that corner.
Here you go, Mora. Here you go. Let's go, Fiver. Find a way, baby.
As we'll see if Mora can get it going. We saw him really get some good contact going against the Lethbridge Bulls. Waving the bat over, but pulling it back in time. 2-1. First base umpire giving Mora a 2-1 lead here in the count. 2 outs on the board. Mora's gonna really have to be smart with his swing decisions. Sylvan's now ready with the pitch. Mora hitting that off his own foot, and he's feeling it. It's going to make for a 2-2 count. Yeah, definitely feeling that one off the left foot, but he's staying in there. He's a tough third baseman, already making some great plays out on the field. From Carson, California, stepping back into the box. He's ready to go. Tune to the count. 2 outs on the board. Hobbins ready now with the pitch. Swung on, hit hard off the ground. Duncan throwing over to first in time for the out, and the Gulls will escape the bases loaded situation, giving up 0 runs as the Bombers leave 3 on base. Our game will remain tied here on Flow Sports. We got an intense one for you tonight. Don't go anywhere. The action resumes right here.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus 2 weekly shows including the WCBL Report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday, and also the WCBL Game of the Week pregame show leading right up to game time every Thursday night. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With 15 locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
Top of the 7th inning now. And we got quite the good game on our hands. A 1-1 tie. First pitch swinging straight up. It's going over towards the first base side as Nakano racing back over towards the white line and making a solid catch there. As that's going to be Graves popping out to third base for the first out of our 7th inning.
The catcher, number 17, Reese Sherman.
As now Sherman making his way up. Single, and then he grounded a ball to Mora at third, who would go and step on the bag to get the Bombers out of a tough situation. Swung on and missed the first pitch. Still the aggression from the Sylvan Lake Gulls.
Go, Rafa. Here you go, kid.
It's got to be talked about in both the bullpen and coaching staff of Brooks here, as there is some movement going on in the bullpen for Brooks. As Rafa just couldn't find the zone there. Echeverria's going to have to battle back into this one. 1-1 facing off against Sherman. We could see Lucas Mahoney coming in as a closer. We did just see him close yesterday. Of course, not a save, but would end the game as that one well outside. Echeverria just not getting that grip he wanted on it. 2-1 now, with one out on the board. Echeverria with a beautiful pitch. Just pumping that fastball in there. Echeverria now one pitch away from getting himself a second out on the board. Ready now with it. That one swung on well up over the media booth here at Elks Field.
There's a play, Alberta, foul ball.
I don't even want to think about how far that ball went, just the wrong direction. Count will remain 2-2 now, one out on the board. Just missing the zone inside or down both ways. Just could not get the swing and a miss he wanted out of Sherman. We now got a 3-2 count on our hands. Sherman's worked this all the way full in our lefty-righty matchup. Lefty Echeverria with the pitch, hit hard towards the third baseman, Mora. He would get the glove in front of it to save it from going deep into left field and keep it just as a single for Sherman. That is an infield hit. That ball smokes. Nothing Mora could have done on that one.
Your piston broke beer batter, the center fielder, number 14, Elijah Hamill. If Elijah fails to make it to first base, that is $1 off piston broke beer till the end of the inning.
Hamill, the center fielder, coming up now. Walk, a strikeout, and a ground out so far in his day. Echeverria's first pitch, missing down.
Go, Rafa.
It's going to get Hamill up in the count. Pickoff move there by the left-handed Echeverria. Quick with it, but the speed shown off by none other by the catcher, Sherman. Able to dive back in time, avoid the tag. Swung on, hit high into the sky. Mora coming in on it, calling off the rest of his Bombers, and will pick up the second out here.
That is $1 off piston broke beer at the West Hess watering hole until the end of the inning.
One out away from
Designated hitter, number 16, Alex Shaver.
the 7th inning stretch here at Elks Field. We'll see now. Shaver a hit by pitch and 2 pop-outs. He's been getting that bat on the ball, just a little under it today. We've seen this man show off his power before at Elks Field.
Rafa, here you go.
Home run, I'm not mistaken, last Thursday. Echeverria trying to shut that down, especially with a runner on first. Swing and a miss. Beautiful pitch there from Echeverria. As he continues to deal with that base runner on first, 2 outs on the board. Could potentially be out of his head a little bit more. Now with the pitch, that one swung on high and out of play on the right side. It's going to be 1-2 now. Echeverria now 1 out away as we got some Gulls flying into the field of play here, and well, not getting the head of Echeverria, who gets the huge strikeout to find us in the 7th inning stretch in a 1-1 tie ball game. Anything's possible here as the bat's coming up for the Bombers. They start with the start of the order. Bain, McAllister, Jeffcoats when we return. It's going to be Bain making his way up, the start of the order for the Brooks Bombers here.
Leading us off in the bottom half of the 7th inning is the center fielder, number 13, Andrew Bain.
Finding ourselves in the bottom of the 7th inning here. The Bombers were down 1-0 for 3 straight innings. Bottom of the 4th, they were able to change their fortune. Change their fortune and tie this game up. Very similar to yesterday after the Bombers would go down 4-0 after the 2nd inning. All it took was a 5-run 5th for them to take the game over, eventually winning 8-4. We'll see if we got the comeback kids 2 nights in a row here, as it's going to be Andrew Bain, the center fielder, taking his hacks. 2 pitches, both out of the strike zone. It's going to make this 2-0 as Bain trying to reach base for the first time today. We'll see if he can do it here. All it takes is 1 swing, 2-0. Hobbins still on the mound. Swung on and missed. He wanted it, but just couldn't get to it. It's now going to make it 2-1.
Let's go, baby!
Bain so far this season batting .216 with a .245 on base percentage. Trying to reverse those numbers here. Swung on and fouled over the grandstand here at Elks Field. It's going to make that a 2-2 count. As we'll see if Bain can turn his fortunes here. 2-2 facing off against Hobbins. Up out of the zone. Great patience on display here. Hobbins getting himself into a bases loaded situation last inning and escaping it without allowing any runs. We'll see if the Bombers are able to pounce on him here in our bottom of the 7th. 3-2. Hobbins ready with the pitch. That one's outside. The speedy base runner in Bain will reach base. This is where the danger starts now. Manager coming out for the Gulls, and that will most likely be all she wrote for Hobbins tonight, as we'll have a pitching change, and we'll be right back on Flow Sports when the game is back to us here at Elks Field. Don't go anywhere.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus the WCBL report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
Have you ever wondered if there's one thing that connects people from across our province? Something that connects the coffee shop to the spray park, or the brewery to the rodeo, the campground to the sports field. It's pretty amazing when you think about how it's all connected, because it truly is. And it's all we think about, so you don't have to.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
Now stepping to the plate is your designated hitter, number 4, Maverick McAllister.
The designated hitter for the Brooks Bombers, Maverick McAllister, making his way up now. The left-handed bat with a runner on first, trying to get the action rolling. Taking the first pitch he sees from the new pitcher, Mahler, in the game now. That's going to be Seth Mahler on the mound, finding the strike zone there. McAllister does not like it, as now we have a 1-1. Just here, clear count, and then 1-1. Beautiful breaking ball, just finding that back door. Now a 1-2. McAllister is going to have to protect that plate. He's facing off against a righty with some good stuff in the repertoire. Really has to protect. As the pitch comes in, Bain is running a ball out to pitch. Perfect. Throw to 2. Bain finding himself out on the caught stealing. Maverick now swinging that bat with no one on. Maverick McAllister is going to have to really get something going here and inspire his team. This pitch comes in, swung on, hit right back up the middle off the glove of Mailer. Off the glove of Mahler, picked up by his second baseman. The throw over, not in time. McAllister, another one of those speed threats. It's going to be an infield single ruled for McAllister. Both he and Band getting on base for the first time today. As Jeff Coates making his way up now, trying to keep the hot streak he's got going today. First pitch in the dirt, McAllister running on it. The throw down from Sherman, not in time, as that's the stolen base the Bombers were looking for. Great timing to get himself over there. Sherman having a quick discussion with the umpire here as Jeff Coates going to start up in the count. 1-0. As Mahler checking on McAllister at second, ready now with the pitch right down Main Street. One and down now with one out on the board. One of your more consistent bats up. We'll see if he gets a swing in here. Pitch from the righty off the mask of Sherman, and that's going to be yet another stolen base for McAllister. He's found himself on third now. As we'll see now, Jeff Coates just got to put wood on it. The infield in, he's got to raise this ball. The speed of McAllister, he could score in a lot of different situations. Pressure is on Mahler now. Swung on, fouls right back. You could tell Jeff Coates wanted that one. A pitch he liked making its way in, just could not get to it. 2-2 now with one out on the board. This 1-1 ball game is unforgiving for both sides. 6 hits for the Bombers, 4 for the Gulls. As the pitch makes its way in, going to the dirt. That's going to bounce around. McAllister is going to have to stay on third base. As now 3-2. Both second and first open. Mahler has a little bit of grace here, but more base runners, the better for Brooks. That's now the ready with the pitch. Swung on, hit hard to the right field, but out of play. Just in front of the bomb shelter, where you can find all your merch for the Brooks Bombers here at Elks Field. As Jeff Coates steps back in. Ready now for the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled. Staying alive here is Jeff Coates. That inside pitch, able to get his bat on it. So far this season, Jeff Coates, I've seen, he likes those outside pitches. He likes to really go oppo with it. But staying alive there on the pitch that found its way inside and could have been called a strike. Heads up baseball from Jeff Coates. Swung on, hit up the middle. Beautiful diving stop from the shortstop Graves as he throws out Jeff Coates. The defense on display from number 12. Wow. It's just a beautiful job to dive, get that ball, check on the runner at third in McAllister, and then gun it over to first in time to get Jeff Coates.
Now sending the latest to shortstop, number 19, Gage Perry.
It's Gage Perry making his way up now. Slider away, not finding the zone. 1-0 here. Perry finds himself up. 11 hits in his 45 at-bats. 2 of those being long shots. So he'll take the second pitch he sees. 1-1 now. 2 outs on the board. As Mahler ready now. Sees the pitch he likes. Ready with the throw. Just missing the strike zone. The eyes from Perry prevail. 2 outs and a runner on third. Perry has to get some wood on this. Pitch comes in, hits that to the second baseman, Marino, who throws over 2-1, and the Bombers will strand the runner on third. The ball game will remain in a 1-1 tie when we return in the top of the 8th inning here on Flow Sports. Top of the 8th in a 1-1 ball game. The hits 6 for the Bombers, 4 for the Gulls. As coming up now is Marino, the second baseman, who just found himself making the inning-ending play. Now coming up to pitch for your Brooks Bombers, number 44, Alexander Kienberger. We'll see what the hulking right-hander has in store. His first pitch up and in, not finding the strike zone there, but showing off a little bit of that velocity.
34, Alex Kienberger.
Kienberger, 6'5", 245, finding a swing and a miss there. 1-1 now for one of the bigger lads on this team. Righty now with the 1-1 pitch. Gunning it just up out of the zone, 2-1 here. Competitive pitches so far, not finding any chases from Marino just yet. Swung on and missed. 2-2, he evens up the count now. As he looks in, gets the sign he likes. Kienberger looking for the put-away pitch. Cannot get it on that one as that's fouled. To the right, far out of play. As he locks back in on the mound here. Sees the sign he likes in our righty-on-righty matchup. Pitch comes in, swung on, and fouled yet again. That one high and in, but somehow getting the bat around and catching up to it. Marino staying alive. We'll see what Kienberger has in the tank here, 2-2. Still has a pitch to use if he really wants to spin something. And he will spin it into the zone. A little front door breaking ball. Beautiful action there to start off his day.
Energy strikeout. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached 7 Ks. You get yourself a free McDouble courtesy of Brooks McDonald's. Now batting left fielder, number 18, Cooper Saselski.
Keinberger already with 3 innings pitched here, as that's hit hard to left field, and it is continuing to carry, depositing itself over the fence for the go-ahead home run. Saselski taking Keinberger deep. That ball got out of here in a hurry. Saselski got all of it. Making the lead now 1 run in our 2-1 game. Keinberger's going to have to lock in here. Not let that go to his head now as he continues to battle. First pitch, not finding the strike zone there, bouncing off the ground, facing off against the right fielder, Collins.
New guy. What's his first name again? Eric Bell. We just signed him.
Yeah, Eric Ballinella. At second base now for the Bombers, replacing Munz in this one. Another pitch taken. That's going to make it a 3-0 here. As we'll see how Keinberger gets back into this one. A ball in the dirt, and that's going to be a 4-pitch walk. After giving up the home run, it's hard not to think that he's a little rattled here, but with 1 out on the board, he still has opportunity.
Now stepping to the plate, first baseman, number 30, Coleman Ferry. Entering
That's
the game at second base, number 2, Eric Ballinella.
just a reminder that the second baseman, Eric Ballinella, coming into the game. One of the new players to this squad, just like Colton Schmokel. Pickoff move attempted here by Keinberger. The lead off, not enough for Collins there for them to get him. As he goes back to the task at hand, facing off against Perry. His first pitch, not finding the strike zone yet again. After giving up a big home run, he now finds himself 5 straight balls. Finds the strike zone there. A beautiful pitch painting that outside edge. That's what he was looking for, and now in a evened up count, this is anyone's battle. Another pickoff move attempted there. Keeping Collins honest over on first base. Trying to limit the threat of a stolen base as much as possible. Keinberger Ray with the pitch. That one in the dirt. It just kept on bending and bending. Did not induce a swing and a miss out of the first baseman, Perry. So he's going to have to bow back into this count now. 2-1 down. Swung on and missed the high heat. Well, breeze by. 2-2 now. Keinberger trying to find his second out here. Keinberger giving the nods, the runner, Collins going, the ball hit to right field, but just continued to drift foul. A hit and run situation on in that one, forcing the Bombers fans all over Elksfield here to hold their breaths just a little bit. Ball just kept on trailing and trailing. Jeffcoat's racing over to it, could not get there in time. As we find ourselves still in a 2-2 count. Pickoff move attempted here. He knows Collins wants to go. Trying to keep him in place. He sees the pitch he likes, checks on the runner. Keinberger Ray with the throw. Collins running, hit into right field. Yet again, Jeffcoat's not able to come in, make the grab, and that's going to lead to runners on the corners. The hit and run situation executed to perfection for the Gulls. It's going to be Duncan now making his way up, a man that can catch and play in many different spots in the infield. Pickoff move attempted over at first. Not in time. He's trying to buy himself an out here, just not able to afford it quite yet. As the bunt shown by Duncan, that ball well inside, hitting off his bat, getting himself up in the count 0-1. It's going to have Steve Gomez come out, the pitching coach for the Brooks Bombers, having a discussion with his relief pitcher.
Tonight's attendance is brought to you by Wave Inspection. Tonight's attendance is 160 strong. We thank you for supporting Brooks Bombers and WCBL Baseball.
As the mound visit is now over, strategy has been discussed. We'll see now what is in store. They know that Duncan shown bunt once, now in an 0-1 count. Could still do the same. And he will. The pitch from Keinberger not find the strike zone. The batter just taking second for free. Perry now has 2 stolen bases in almost identical fashion, just waltzing on into second base. Bombers clearly scared of the speedy runner on third, breaking for a home as soon as Pinheiro throws it. They're now going to have to deal with 2 runners in scoring position as the infield has made its way in. A ball in the dirt between Pinheiro's legs. Now is going to make for a 2-1 count. He's going to come out and have a quick little discussion with Keinberger, trying to get him back into the zone here. And when I say quick, I mean quick. That did not take them any longer than 5 seconds. Again, that infield is in. You're seeing Mora, Perry, Benelia, and Nakano all ready for a play at the plate. As Duncan still up there with 2-1. And he will watch the 3-1 ball make its way to Pinheiro's glove and not offer at it for a second. Keinberger found himself in a tough spot here. pitch comes in, swung on, hit hard into left field. Ranging over on it is Schmokel, who will pick up and fire it in. There will not be a play at the plate as that's a 2 RBI single. Moore elects the hold, and Duncan gives the Gulls a 4-1 lead. Duncan so far on this season with just 1 RBI, adding 2 to that total. It's no surprises he was able to get the bat around 2 out of 431 on base percentage. As that's the head coach Justin Gomez coming up now for the Bombers, and we're going to see a pitching change. Coming into this game now is Tyler Morales. As we have a 4-1 ball game here, 3 runs scored for the Gulls in the top of the 8th. The Gulls have soared past the Bombers in hits, now sitting at 6 for the Bombers, 7 for the Gulls. Will return. Tyler Morales will be warmed up on the mound here on Flow Sports.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus 2 weekly shows including the WCBL Report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday, and also the WCBL Game of the Week pregame show leading right up to game time every Thursday night. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With 15 locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
Now batting for the Gulls, shortstop, number 12, Kylan Graves.
Hello, everybody out there. We are back on Flow Sports as Graves, the shortstop, leading off and hitting the first ball he sees into right field, right into Jeff Coates' glove. He throws over to first, but not in time for the double play. Huge out there, much needed for the Bombers as they find themselves trailing 3-1. Tyler Morales on the mound now, the right-hander, able to get a very quick out there.
Now coming to the plate is the catcher, number 17, Reese Sherman.
Now coming up is Sherman, the catcher, who already has 2 hits today. We'll see now how this righty-on-righty matchup goes. A runner on first base for the Gulls in Duncan. He goes on the first pitch. Pinero's throw down. Not in time. Very close, but could not get it. Elias Duncan, not typically a speed threat, but making it work there. Swung in on the second pitch and fouling that out of play. We have ourselves a 1-1 count now on the board. Morales trying to stay locked in here, getting some positive reinforcement from the dugout there as he steps off, looks to swipe a bug away from his arm as the mosquitoes have been quite an issue so far tonight in Brooks, Alberta. As Morales set on the mounds now. The 1-1 pitch in the dirt, not finding his location. It's a good block by Pinheiro, keeping it in front of himself, 2-1, and still a runner on second base. As that's gonna, we'll step off the mound. Looks like Pinheiro went and picked something up there. Not quite sure, as we're now reset and ready to go. Morales trying to get back into this count, 2-1. And he will, finding the outside part of the paint and touching it like only he can. 2-2 now with 2 outs on the board. The Bombers trying to get out of this top half of the 8th inning that has been a little disastrous for them. As Morales ready with the pitch. Swung on and fouled to the right. That one far out of play. Count will remain 2-2 here as Sherman refuses to go down easy. And even Sherman now swiping the bugs away from himself. Everyone dealing with it out there. Not finding the strike zone. 3-2 now. As it was Pinheiro putting some chalk on his fingers, trying to avoid Duncan from seeing the signs there. Of course, Duncan, a catcher, one of the smarter guys on the Gulls, definitely have to avoid that. Little gamesmanship being shown out there as Morales ready with the 3-2, and he will yank that. Duncan will get to take third base as we got runners on the corners yet again here. Sherman will take first base on a walk.
Now batting is your piston broke beer batter, the center fielder, number 14, Elijah Hamill.
That's Elijah Hamill making his way up.
Not making it first base. Piston broke beer will be $1 off till the end of the inning.
The lone left-handed bat for the Sylvan Lake Gulls. It's the runner going on the first pitch. Pinheiro. No throw down, but a beautiful, beautiful connection with Morales there. Finding a big strike, and we'll see if they can do it again. 0-1. Swung on and hit into left field. Schmokel going back on it, and that's going to take him all the way back to the wall. He'll pick it up and fire it in, as that is a 2 RBI double for Hamill. His first RBIs on the season. And if I'm not mistaken, his second hit all year. As we now find ourselves in a 6-1 game, a 5-run top of the 8th. It's just come undone right at the ending stages of this game. 5 straight scoreless innings after giving up 1 in the first, as that one pulled well out of play by the right-handed bat in the designated hitter Shaver. 5 scoreless innings to be met by a 5-run top of the 8th. 2 outs on the board. Morales trying to work his way back into this one, as after the big foul ball, we now have ourselves in an 0-1 count. Shaver does have pop in his bat. Somewhere else is going to have to tread lightly here, and he will dance around the edges, painting them as he goes 0-2 now with 2 outs. We'll see if Morales is able to get out of this one. Speedy Hamill behind him, trying to limit anything in play here. Swinging on a pitch well inside. That will be a foul ball as Shaver stays alive here. Not an easy task here for Morales. I do not envy him, as he has to deal with one of the hotter hitters in the WCBL. He'll throw a pitch outside there. Just trying to stay away from him. Shaver first in the league in OPS. He's got a 1.349 as Morales will sit him down. No fear from the pitcher from Colorado, as the Brooks Bombers will allow 5 runs in the top of the 8th. They will have 2 more chances to get those runs back. We'll see one of them here in the bottom of our 8th inning. Don't go anywhere, because Flow Sports will be right back.
For your Bombers, the left fielder, number 7, Colton Schmokel.
Welcome back to our ball game here on Flow Sports. In the bottom of the 8th inning, Schmokel leading off for the Bombers. The first pitch that he sees in there for a strike. Smaller, if I'm not mistaken, still out there. The right-handed pitcher wearing number 36, finding himself up in the count 0-1. Missing the strike zone with a very similar pitch there. Not getting a swing and a miss induced out of Schmokel. Evening up the count. This is anyone's battle. As that finds the zone, Schmokel reacting to it. And now if you did miss our top of the 8th inning, a 5-run frame for the Gulls has the Bombers down by 5. They're going to need to harness some magic here, as Schmokel will foul that right back off the mesh here. 1-2 our count now. The righty on righty matchup ensues. Outside pitch. Spat on by Schmokel there, and he wipes his hand over it. Saw it the whole way. We'll see if he could get that bat going at something in the zone. 2-2. Pitch makes its way in. That's just down. Great vision by Schmokel there. Staying alive now in a 3-2 count. We'll see what Mahler has in store. The 3-2 pitch on its way. Schmokel hitting that a mile into the sky. The left fielder not seeing it. The shortstop also not. It will be the center fielder, Hamill, calling them both off and making the grab. Always fun when you see arms go in the air. Guys asking where the ball is at. Hamill running in on it the whole way. Had it tracked. Able to make the out. The Bombers now down to their final 5 outs in this one. They really got to get the runs going, and plenty of them. Pinheiro up, taking his at-bat. The man responsible for the 1 on the scoreboard in our 6-1 game. Swung on, hit up the middle. Hamill camped under and will make an easy grab. Didn't have to take a step in either direction. Pinheiro, it sounded like that got off the inside of the bat. Not quite the result he was looking for. Coming up now is
first baseman, number 11, Asahi Nakano.
the first baseman, Asahi Nakano. With 2 outs on the board, trying to get something going. He'll swing at the first pitch he sees, puts it over the second baseman's head for a base knock here. 2 in a row as Balanila making his way in.
Now sending Blake, the second baseman, number 2, Eric Balanila.
First pitch to the right-handed bat, taking his first cuts of the game outside. 1-0 now with, again, 2 outs on the board. The Bombers have to get as clutch as possible. Inside pitch that Balanila just gets to and fouls off. That one close to hitting him there. He's in swing mode, you can tell. As he chops that one down the third baseline, Duncan running in on it, throwing over to first and over the head of the first baseman. That ball going behind the dugout as Nakano makes his way all the way to third. Could have potentially challenged home, but we'll see the stop sign. That's going to be base runners on first and third. Benilla making it on with the E5. Benilla going to St. Thomas University. 6'1", 184 pounds, second baseman. Making his way on base as Eric Mora, the third baseman this evening. Making his way up, the right-hander, trying to get it going. That's the first pitch he sees a strike. So far today, 2 strikeouts and a ground out to third. Could use a shot here. It's an inside pitch. He'll just get the bat around to it, fouling it to the right and getting him down 0-2 in the count. As he locks back in here, facing off against Mahler. Another inside pitch, a breaking ball that time, not making its way down. more with 4 base hits and 23 at-bats. Getting the bat on that one, just fouling it far out of play. Takes a minute to step out of the box, walk around a little bit here. Gathering his bearings and ready to fight. His pitch comes in, swung on, hit softly, straight in front of the catcher, who picks up and makes the throw at first. The Bombers leave 2 on base and aren't able to score any as the game remains 6-1 as we head into the top of the 9th inning.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus 2 weekly shows including the WCBL Report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday, and also the WCBL Game of the Week pregame show leading right up to game time every Thursday night. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
Few defensive changes here for the Brooks Bombers. Danielle Jenkins coming into left. Colton Schmokel moves to first. As Tyler Morales staying on the mound. That was a ball up. And now a ball away. Morales trying to find the strike zone here and trying to keep the score where it's at. As that's hit into right center, going back and over the wall. A solo home run for Marino to make it a 7-1 ball game. Six runs now represents the difference in score here. As Morales will start with a ball that is watched by Sosowski. He hits that hard into left field, taking Jenkins all the way back to the wall, but finding its way into his glove. A long fly ball for Sosowski, who did homer his first time up.
Now batting, right fielder, number 34, Charlie Collins.
Coming up now is Collins with one out on the board and a 6-run lead, the right-hander.
Number 7 is what?
Facing off against the right-handed pitcher Morales, starting down in the count yet again. 1-0 here. As that one is fouled hard to the first base side. Morales just not finding the zone yet again. 2-1. Morales now ready. 2-1 pitch. Finding its way to Perry's glove on a soft little hop. And he'll throw over to Schmoko on first. And pick up the second out here. As coming up now is Perry, the first baseman. 2 singles and 2 stolen bases so far today. Morales starting down in the count yet again. Not been able to get that first pitch strike like you would hope. Now 1 ball, 2 outs. Morales trying to work back in here. Another one outside. Not finding his location yet again. Keeping the ball away from Perry here. He now attacks inside and will find the strike zone. Perry doesn't like the call as Morales finds himself in a 2-1 count. Throwing that fastball, pumping it in there for a strike. Swing and a miss on the outside pitch. That's what Morales has been looking for. Getting himself into a 2-2 count now with 2 outs. 2-2 pitch on its way in the dirt. It's going to fill the count now. 3-2. Morales sees what he likes. Ready now. But the pitch is up and out of the zone. It's going to be a walk for the first baseman, Perry, who gets on base for a 3rd time today. Now we'll see it for the 3rd time today. He just walks to second without a throw down. The first time he was in between first and second and just decided to keep going as no throw came in. And the other time, a stolen base with a runner already on third, and yet again, no throw. First pitch swinging here for number 5, Duncan. His last time up, a 2 RBI single that really blew this game open, made it 4-1. He now finds himself back up yet again here. Has a runner on first base. Facing off against Morales as Morales throws over and throws it away. As he continues to run, he's going to go from first to third on the passed ball. Now, I know Perry has stolen 2 bases today, but he is not a speed threat. The first baseman for the Gulls, not a guy you necessarily have to use a pickoff move on, but they try, and it blows up in their faces. Still 2 outs on the board and a 0-1 count. Morales is able to get Duncan out in any form or fashion. That won't make a difference as we return now. Ball up out of the zone. 1-1 now. We'll see how Morales locks in here as he looks in at Pinheiro and gets the sign. Taking his time with it. Pitch comes in. That one is fouled straight down. Now 1-2 count. The Bombers trying to get out of the top of the 9th here. 1 strike away from getting their bats back into this. Duncan steps back into the box. Morales ready on the mound. just cannot locate that 1-2 pitch. That one down, not getting a swing out of Duncan, and we got ourselves an evened up count. Is up and in, not finding the strike zone no matter which way he goes right now. He's really going to have to dial it up here and find that location. 3-2, 2 outs, trying to avoid runners on the corners. And he will not locate that one. Well up and away, forcing Pinheiro to jump up to catch it. It's going to be runners on the corners now as coming up now, the shortstop, Graves.
And batting shortstop, number 12, Tyler Graves.
Graves has only reached base one time so far today, and that was on a walk in his second plate appearance. Ground out, pop out, and a fly out. We'll see what Morales gets out of him. That is swung on, hit hard up the middle. Bain can't quite see it. And that's because it flew over the fence. A 3-run home run. Bain never once seeing that in center field. He wouldn't matter anyways. As we go from 7-1 to 10-1. That's a tough pill to swallow for the Brooks Bombers here. 5 runs in the top of the 8th, 4 in the top of the 9th. As coming up now is Sherman. He's reached 3 times today. Has had a hot bat. Morales, we'll see if he could cool him off. First pitch out of the zone, 1-0 now.
Go, Tyler, here you go.
Morales trying to find a way to get back into this one. Swung on, hit hard to left field. Jenkins going all the way back to the wall, and this has become a derby. Back-to-back jacks for the Sylvan Gulls, making this 11-1, a game that was once tied and a 5-run differential, now 10. Dugout for the Gulls, loving what they're seeing as Hamill makes his way up. The man that made the Bombers pay his last time up, a 2 RBI double. We'll see the first pitch of his at-bat fly in for a big strike. All this action coming with two outs on the board. And now 2 strikes on the board. Morales finding his groove. Just a little late here. And that is a strike call. Beautifully placed pitch by Morales. Gets him out of the top of the 9th. 11-1 the score as Morales finds a way. Bain leading off yet another inning here. His 4th time leading off an inning today. Excuse me, his 5th time leading off an inning today. As the first pitch he sees, a strike. Swung on, hit to left center. That ball's going to get down as over the shortstop's head, in between 2 outfielders. That's what the Bombers needed here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Bain getting going now. A walk and a single his last 2 at-bats. Of course, that's Mahler still on the mound for the Sylvan Lake Gulls. Now coming up, Maverick McAllister trying to keep this action rolling. A runner on first, no outs. First pitch swinging just behind on it. That will end up way out of play. A left-hander for the Brooks Bombers trying to get some action here on the field. Second pitch he sees also swinging. Again, just a little late on it. Outside pitch doesn't get the swing out of McAllister. As that's hit into left field, continues to travel, but right into the awaiting mitt of Zaselski out there. 1 out now, the Bombers down to their last 2.
Now batting, right fielder, number 1, Galen Jeffcoat.
Jeffcoat's coming up now. The catcher Sherman lined up on the outside, and that's exactly where Mahler would hit. Finding his mark, getting up in the count 0-1. Jeffcoats needs to harness some of that clutch energy, that power that we know he has. Swinging and missing there, now down 0-2. He wanted that one, just could not get to it. Mahler now ready. That one hit to the right side, getting through the infield. Bain's going to sit on second. Jeffcoat's another single, his 3rd of the day.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 19, Gage Perry.
Gage Perry making his way up. The man that hit the first home run of the season for the Bombers did so back in early June, if not late May, out in Okotoks. First pitch he sees finding the strike zone. Mahler finding his location yet again here. Swinging on the second pitch. That one fouled straight back. Swinging at a pitch he wanted. That one staying alive now on in 0-2. One out on the board, 2 base runners. Book's trying to manufacture some runs here in the bottom of the 9th. Swinging on that one off the inside of the barrel. That ball will be foul and landing on the grass. Perry stays alive here. We'll see what he can do now. Takes a second to regroup. Comes out of the box and Now steps back in. And that is going to be strike 3. Perry doesn't like the call as he'll walk back to the dugout. 2 outs now. As Schmokel now making his way up.
Now, stepping in play is the first baseman, number 7, Colton Schmokel.
We'll see if Schmokel can keep this game alive here. First pitch he sees a strike as Mahler continues to be locked in here. Mahler now ready. His second pitch of the at-bat, also a strike. Schmokel not swinging that bat like you think he should. Swung on and hit to Perry at first base. He's going to make the flip over to his pitcher and end the game just like that. 11-1 the final as the hits are 11-9 for the Gulls. That's all we have here on Flow Sports. From me, Curtis Collings, thank you so much for tuning in. From everyone here with the Brooks Bombers, we thank you and hope to see you again for our next home broadcast.